Okay, my name is Joseph Mukisa. I'm the project coordinator for SEAMPEC, a project which is supported by GIZ and the East African community, also in partnership with GIFA Consulting Group. So it is a project which is aiming at reducing interceptions and also improving the food quality which is exported outside the country. Okay, in this part of Wales, firstly we came and did a needs assessment, basically to assess the situation at hand. So we realized there was really the gap was growing wider and wider in terms of knowledge, in terms of understanding the good agricultural practices. So that's why the reason why we said let's scope a project to come back and really ensure that we build the capacity of the farmers in Luwero. The reason for Luwero is because Luwero really is the main source of those fresh fruit and vegetables which are taken to the European Union. So this is where most of the exporters come and source their products from. So we thought that let's start with the people who are really they directly involved in the production of these fruits and vegetables. These are what they call maximum residue levels. Basically, the measurement which is done to measure the level of pesticide which has been applied on a product. So once they measure and these pesticides have gone beyond the threshold, so it means it is really not good for consumption for any human being. So that's the reason why they put those measures into place to ensure that farmers who are growing crops, they should really know the right levels of applying these pesticides. But also, most importantly, is to ensure that these products are real of good quality. So we are looking at on how to build the capacity locally, that what we consume locally, as also as Ugandans, it is really good for consumption. But also looking forward on how to look at the international market. Yeah, what is the current situation, as you have seen from the training we have had? Most of them are really telling that lack of knowledge, they are not really aware of what is supposed to be done. Yeah, but also the other challenge is the pesticides themselves which are brought into the market. So sometimes these are pesticides which we come here and tell them not to use, but they are the only pesticides which are available for them. So they have no other option, they end up using them. So I think the challenge should be the government also should intervene in terms of restricting but also banning this kind of pesticide. Like other countries, the way they are doing it, it is the same thing we should really adopt also here. All farmers in Luwero, the advice is, one, is really to look out for the lady farmers we have in the districts to come and join their groups, because in there it is very easy to access them, but also it is very easy for organization and coordination with the Ministry of Agriculture, with the development partners. They can easily be supported. On the other side, we also carrying out what we call a public awareness campaign, basically going to the radios. So those ones which are not here, but they're out there, we are trying to see if we can go on the radio and try to have some kind of sensitization programs for them to understand what message we are delivering to their fellow farmers. So that is the strategy we have adopted to ensure that everyone is inclusive and to ensure that everyone is real understand the level of the problem we have at hand.